So something I've been wondering about for a while is how the big three consoles will hold up against something like MMOs. The big three being the PS3, the Xbox 360, and the Wii versus a giant MMO like World of Warcraft. First on the list is the PS3, the Mac of the console lineup, prohibitively expensive but with pretty nice graphics thanks in part to the 8 processors dedicated to video rendering. And it still crashes on certain games. Games for it tend to stay in the $60 to $80 range, and there are very few console exclusives, TLDR, for people with the 52-inch plasma screen TVs who want to flex their money in everybody else's face. But it does have free online play. Next is the Xbox 360, the more median price range in the console lineup and more customizable with the size of hard drives available. Games for the 360 are usually in the $40 to $60 range, and again, more medium price than the other systems. The graphics are fairly okay, better than the Wii, not quite as good as the PS3, and it has more versions and exclusives than the PS3. A sturdy gaming system that has mostly had its overheating problems fixed with a better spread of games than most other systems. Free basic online subscription, but no Wi-Fi ability unless you buy an adapter, which I find rather confusing. No Wi-Fi abilities means you have to either run a giant cable from your nearest Ethernet port to the back of the 360, or set up your gaming area near an Ethernet port, which is annoying on both counts. It's like buying an ice cream cone with extra sprinkles and goodness and being told you have to microwave it first in order to get to the good bits and your ice cream will be better for it. Couple that with the you have no free online play, and it's just Microsoft sitting here trying to suck more money from our pockets. And finally, there's the Wii, one of the most overhyped game systems ever. It had perhaps two good games at launch and is now essentially being kept alive as a gaming system by Sega and Capcom. Instead of being a pinnacle of championing games like the GameCube was, the Wii just now continues Nintendo's habits of rehashing games so they drive their main franchise's characters to alcoholism. Seriously, just how many times can you save the princess? However, the Wii does have the advantage of being cheap and now readily available, with Nintendo's marketing career shift to cater to the hyperactive 11-year-olds and disadvantaged middle-aged housewives, and its free online play but unreliable and free Wi-Fi. The Wii makes a semi-decent starter console if you weren't on the bandwagon years ago. The games are also fairly cheap as games go in the $40 range, easily saved up with a couple of weeks' allowance. And then there is PC gaming, mostly run by MMOs and Steam. One advantage of an MMO is that it's always changing, but not always for the better. MMOs tend to have more radical fan bases, and since it is always changing, there's more pressure to cave into all the squeaky wheels chirping in their ears like millions of starving baby birds. While most console games don't have to deal with that crap, the almighty dollar rule is the lifetime of an MMO, and if they want to last longer, then they have to bow down to some of the paying customers' demands, since they have very low replay value, unlike most good console games. Another thing about MMOs is their ability to draw you away from things you once found fun, like seeing the light of day. Playing an MMO competitively is a commitment that you have to make. You can't just ditch anywhere from 4 to 24 other people just because your girlfriend is feeling horny. Whereas if you're playing a console game, you could just pause it and dash off. One of the other hidden problems of console gaming that MMOs don't have is, for example, watching a friend play Half-Life 2 and bounce Gordon Freeman around like he has ADHD, throwing shoes at guards and trying to stop trains with his bare hands and a crowbar, and resisting the urge to take the controller from her hands and brain her with it.